It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
But yes, Bay, you are correct.
She looks like Eileen Warnos.
So yeah, former police officer Kim Potter was found guilty of first and second degree manslaughter in the death of Daunte Wright on Thursday. So the jury decision came after roughly 27 hours of deliberation. Deliberation began on Monday, and this was after the closing arguments from the prosecution. Do you guys remember what happened?
Yeah.
What
She
went down?
accidentally shot him instead of tasing him.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
She grabbed.
She grabbed the gun instead of tasing.
Me, I truly believe that she was in such a panic as she's yelling, taser, taser, taser.
Yeah.
But she has her actual issued firearm in her hand.
Yeah.
I don't know because they feel so different. I mean, but you're right. I mean, maybe in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, but the thing is, your instinct is always going to take over. So,
Well,
I think it's bad training.
It has I wouldn't say bad training, but it has to do with muscle memory. Like she thought, because her left hand was preoccupied, and that's what normally grabs the taser. And so she thought, grab taser, right hand's free. She just grabbed her gun. That's what I'm thinking.
Here is that body cam footage. And for YouTube and Facebook, who are really going after me right now,
right?
This is taken directly from CNN. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Does it got CNN on the
Yes.
logo? Okay.
That's not going to soften
Okay.
the blow.
So with Fair Use Act, okay, we are just doing reaction to the CNN coverage. So please don't flag me because this is still up on YouTube.
And it's news.
Yes. Anything to get us. Here, let's take a look. Oh, look, warning. Okay, you saw the warning, right?
There was a warning before that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so here we go.
Around 2 p.m. local time Sunday, police pulled over Wright. The police chief says they stopped Daunte Wright because he had an expired registration on his license plate.
That's the sticker, right?
Yeah.
Right? The sticker?
Yeah, the year.
Yeah.
And then they pulled him over, and then they, run the license and everything, and he had outstanding warrants. For what? I don't exactly remember.
It was nonviolent. I do remember that. I think it was
I don't.
maybe drug related, or I don't recall either.
All right. Well, let us continue. Our friend from Yemen
Yeah.
is hanging out. What's going on?
Police footage begins minutes into the stop and shows police walking up to the car, and then Wright is seen stepping out of his vehicle. Police then tried to take Wright into custody after discovering he has an outstanding warrant. The video shows Wright begins to resist as cuffs are placed on him, and he gets back into the vehicle.
There goes the gun.
Taser, taser, taser.
And then she says, "Oh, I shot him."
Yep. Pulls the trigger and shoots him.
Yeah.
As I watch the video and listen to the officers
This is the chief of police over there. Listen, if you're in Minnesota, you don't want to be a cop.
Well, and I hate that it cut it off there because the next couple seconds, like she walked over to the other police officer and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I actually just shot him."
And then she says, "I'm going to jail." You could hear it on the body camera footage. I'm going to jail.
The panic was very palpable.
Yeah.
hands. It is my belief that the officer had the intention to deploy their taser, but instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet.
I just hate the title on the thing when he's talking about that. Was after curfew in effect now in around Twin Cities, or after police fatally shot a black man.
Because this was in April.
Yeah.
Right.
Doing
April
all
11th.
Yeah.
So
Very
April of this year.
Yeah.
Very quick in court. I mean, it took
What,
Jesse
7
Smollett
months?
3 years.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse
but-
an entire year.
Yeah.
But you got to think about who you know.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
plus, in Minnesota, they are really going after the cuffs.
Well, and it's an officer-involved shooting. It was pretty cut and dried. It was on videotape, and
And he couldn't, and that idiot couldn't comply. And
This appears to me, from what I viewed and the officer's reaction and distress immediately after, that this was an accidental discharge that resulted in the tragic death of Mr. Wright.
Yeah. So.
So, out of curiosity, if only one person died, how could she get charged with 2 counts of manslaughter?
That's a good question. Let's see. Because
Because you said first and second degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
well, because the degrees it's sort of like whether it's premeditated or whether it's. I mean, so the degrees are just it's the same charge. It's just probably because I would have to guess because she pulled it with intent and then shot him. Maybe I don't know.
Potter's defense team They never contested that she mistakenly pulled her gun when she meant to pull her taser, and that the mistake led to Wright's death. Instead, the defense has painted this sympathetic picture of a person stuck in a chaotic and dangerous situation where split-second decisions had to be made. The prosecution argued that Potter's lethal mistake is grossly negligent and inexcusable. So they said that this was no oopsie. They said oopsie in court?
That's what I was wondering.
Quote, this is no oopsie.
Because oopsie doesn't sound like something you would say.
Motion to get a new judge?
Wow. This is not
Motion denied.
This is not putting the wrong date on a check. This was not entering the wrong password. And this lawyer won? Wow. This was a colossal screw-up. Who is this lawyer?
Seriously. No lawyer
Will be
Wayne.
the same lawyer that went against Carl Rittenhouse.
Prosecutor Aaron Eldridge. This was a colossal screw-up, a blunder of epic proportions. It was precisely the thing that she warned about for years. It was irreversible, and it was fatal, yeah?
Yeah, Ben, it wouldn't be involuntary manslaughter because she did intentionally pull the weapon. Involuntary manslaughter would be if you ran a red light and killed somebody that way. So it was voluntary. Just regular manslaughter.
Here's the clip from the courtroom today.
In the matter of State of Minnesota versus Kimberly Potter.
Even the judge has a Minnesota accent.
Her voice is kind of creepy.
You betcha.
Court file number 27 CR 21 7490. We, the jury, on the charge of manslaughter in the first degree while committing a misdemeanor on or about April 11, 2021 in Hennepin County, state of Minnesota.
She already knows.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She already knows. You could tell by
I mean, the second she did it, she knew.
You can see the look.
Like
The judge sounds like she should be saying press 1 for English. Número
Find
dos,
the
español.
defendant guilty.
she does have a sexy judge voice, doesn't she?
Hi, I'm a judge in Minnesota.
You're found guilty.
I understand you were driving 15 over the limit, Mr. Padula. How do you plea?
You're guilty of possessing guns.
You're found naughty.
We shouldn't be lying.
The
No,
verdict
yeah.
on
This is a very
count
serious,
two
very serious situation.
Very
is
serious.
we, the jury, on the charge of manslaughter in the second degree, culpable negligence on or about April 11, 2021
All right, so intent and negligence is
There you go.
in
that makes
Hennepin
sense.
County, state of Minnesota. Find the defendant guilty.
Her voice gives me the freaking creeps, man.
What, the judge's voice?
Yes.
The judge's voice is perfect.
It is not. It's too robotic.
I couldn't see her like yelling at anybody. Sir, please calm down in the courtroom. Please.
I'm throwing you in contempt.
Bailiff.
You are in contempt of court.
What you did was horrendous.
She reminds me of the meh in the Emoji Movie.
Hey, what are your thoughts on it all? Type in your comments. Give us a like and make sure to share this video and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, Ben, that attorney was riding the struggle bus trying to breathe through that mask.
What did Lisa right there? We charge you.
He said she was a 900 sex operator.
Oh, you deserve a spanking. It's
$3.99
your
per
punishment.
minute.
So we'll find out what the
Sentencing is.
Yeah, sentence is going to be. I'm guessing Monday, right? They're not in court tomorrow.
I don't know. Sometimes it can take months for sentencing.
Maybe next week.
Like with Josh Duggar, it's with the child porn.
Uh-huh.
It's like 4 months.
And
He's got to wait.
Jesse Smollett, we found out in January, I think.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be. I'm guessing first of the year because of the holidays.
Out of curiosity, like where are those people? Are they just held in jail
Yeah.
until
They're held in county until they get their sentencing, and then they're processed to a prison.
That makes sense.
You know, when someone's arrested for, or charged for a crime, I think it's BS that they have to be in the prison system until the trial, unless they make bail.
I think it depends on the charge. I mean, if someone's a flight risk or if they've done something especially heinous, I think they should be held in jail.
But at the same time, you're presumed innocent
Thank
until
you.
proven guilty.
No, this
Exactly.
is after. What I'm saying though is this is after they've been found guilty.
Are guilty until proven innocent.
I know.
It depends on where you're at in the
know.
state, how that goes.
Like, with, say, this trial, and all trials, I do believe there should be some type of detention, but I don't think it should be the actual prison jail that you might end up going to.
Well, they don't.
like some type of
they hold you in county.
hotel type of
you know
confinement.
When they hold you, they still sometimes count as you doing
Yes,
time.
that's right.
So you
yeah.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
They knock that off of your full sentence.
But like, take what happened with Rittenhouse, being in jail for 3 months,
yeah.
right?
86 days, I think it was, something like that.
Yeah,
That's almost 3 months.
Yeah.
4 days short.
like, okay, well, he got off on all charges.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does
what
he get
86
compensated?
days does he get back?
So he
does he get
faced the last
compensated
3
for
that?
months
You know
of
what I
his
mean?
life. Yeah.
Lot of people been put in that exact same
Right.
situation.
Like, if there does need to be a type of reform, I believe that's one reform that does need to take place.
Whole
My-
damn system
well,
needs to be reformed.
My saying this depends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because Rittenhouse, he killed some people, and a lot of people, he gonna take out running. They let him go,
Right.
Because a lot of people do that.
Oh, I agree, Babe. There should be some type of holding of somebody, just not in the jail.
Well, sometimes they do. It depends on the charge.
Then again, we can chip you.
No.
You know what I'm
Well, they
saying?
do the ankle monitor sometimes.
Like with prison reform, if we are going to have real, true prison
reform
reform,
that you actually, when they come out, they got some type of something different.
Yeah.
Than what they went in.
more like living holding centers instead of a prison.
Like a halfway house.
Kind of.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, sometimes, again, they do release them, and if
Where-
they'll put an ankle monitor on them, and they're on
Right.
house arrest.
Well, understood that part.
That's more, yeah.
But like with Kyle Rittenhouse,
You could
86 days.
You couldn't let him out because you got to think about the situation.
I'm not saying let him out. I'm saying there needs to be facilities.
Yeah, that
where,
is true.
Where they have like a
Separate-
kitchen.
Yeah, well,
where they can actually live life.
so you want it like Norway, they prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Until found guilty, then
Yeah.
sorry, now you got to go to the shithole. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Fun's over.
Yeah. How was your 4 season stay? But now it's over.
Because over there in Norway, man, they prisons are.
And if they're found not guilty and released,
Maybe they should be compensated.
there needs to be some type of compensation.
Well, I mean, I think also
you can't
we
give
need
back
to.
time. But
Well, that's where the civil
Right.
lawsuits come into play afterwards.
True.
All right.
Well, I think we need to hit more so on the speedy trial. I mean, you have a right to a speedy trial, but I mean, you have to wait months and months for some of these trials.
Well, some of them deny their right to a speedy trial.
Well, you got to think about it. They have to make up their case, though, and
Yeah, takes
whatever
time.
story they're going to present to the courts. So,
Right.
Lisa says, no, I have to disagree. He should be in a dirt hole.
She's talking about the kid in Detroit. Lisa, could you clarify? She said, I agree. Look at the kid in Detroit.
And then she says, "No, I have to disagree."
I think she's talking about our halfway house idea.
Oh,
Maybe.
I think Lisa should be in a halfway. Love you, Lisa.
Poor Lisa.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.